From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Thursday, May the 14th, 2020. The swearing in of Israel's emergency national unity government expected tonight has been postponed until Sunday. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu submitted a formal letter to Israel's President Reuven Rivlin last night that he had successfully formed the new government, and the ceremony was thought to be set for late tonight. The delay is believed to be over ministerial posts offered or not offered to some members of the new government. Meanwhile, one new minister made history today, the first Ethiopian-born Israeli to lead a ministry, Pnina Tamano-Shata, who will be Israel's new Minister of Immigrant Absorption. Tamano-Shata came to Israel in Operation Moses when she was just 3 years old. Well, a terror attack took place this morning in the West Bank, which left one Israeli soldier moderately to seriously wounded. According to the IDF, a Palestinian driver deliberately accelerated his vehicle towards a group of Israeli soldiers stationed at a military outpost. The IDF tweeted a Palestinian drove at high speed toward IDF soldiers and hit one of the soldiers, who has since been evacuated to a hospital. Another soldier at the scene of the car ramming attack responded by firing toward the terrorist. The attacker was shot dead. The 21-year-old soldier is being treated in the trauma center at Beersheva's Soroka Medical Center, said to be in moderate to serious condition. Legislation to expand funding for Holocaust education in the U.S., including training for teachers across the country, passed unanimously in the U.S. Senate yesterday. The Never Again Education Act was spearheaded in a bipartisan effort by Senators Jacky, Rosen, Kevin Cramer, Marco Rubio, and Richard Blumenthal, and by Representative Carolyn Maloney in the House. Jewish organizations lauded the passage, including the Conference of Presidents of Major American Jewish Organizations, whose leaders Arthur Stark, William Daroff, and Malcolm Hoenlein said this legislation will spread awareness of the Shoah to the next generation by creating and funding the Holocaust Education Assistance Program with $10 million over 5 years. These funds, they said, would go toward ensuring that educators have the resources they need to teach these critical, important lessons. Well, more promising news now in efforts to find a potential vaccine against the coronavirus. Swiss company Novet is now partnering with a team from Tel Aviv University's transfer company Ramot. They will work with scientists from the School of Molecular Cell Biology and Biotechnology, led by Professor Jonathan Gershoni, who said his team has been working on coronaviruses for the last 15 years, and that the moment the genome of the new virus was published in early January of this year, he said we began the process of reconstituting the RBM, or receptor binding motif, of the virus that causes COVID-19, and expect to have a reconstituted RBM of the new virus soon. This, he explained, is the basis for the new vaccine, which could be ready for use within a year to a year and a half. Pro-Israel lobby AIPAC this week released a statement on the mutually beneficial partnership of the U.S.-Israel relationship in light of the recent discussion of possible annexation of the West Bank and those who are strongly against it. AIPAC wrote today, some have proposed reducing our ties with Israel because they object to the potential decision by Israel's leaders to extend Israeli sovereignty to parts of the West Bank. Doing anything to weaken this vital relationship, AIPAC wrote, would be a mistake, reiterating that Israel is the one stable democratic ally upon which America can consistently depend. Writing that a strong U.S.-Israel relationship is essential for achieving a genuine peace between the Jewish state and its Arab neighbors, including the Palestinians. While AIPAC wrote it was inevitable that there will be areas of political or policy disagreement between leaders on both sides, Bipartisan support for the fundamentals of the U.S.-Israel strategic relationship must supersede any policy dispute. And AIPAC today shared video celebrating 72 years from the English date of the establishment of the State of Israel, tweeting on May the 14th, 1948, David Ben-Gurion stood at a podium and breathed life into the modern Jewish state of Israel. 72 years later, we celebrate Israel's remarkable journey and proudly work to ensure its strength, vibrancy, and enduring partnership with the United States of America.
אנו מכריזים בזאת על הקמת מדינה יהודית בארץ ישראל. היא מדינת ישראל.
The United States recognizes the provisional government as the de facto authority of the new state of Israel.
And we have special programming here on JBS for you tonight for the anniversary, including at 7 o'clock, CEO of the American Jewish Committee, David Harris, presents an overview of events from the end of World War II to the creation of the state and pays tribute to the survivors and all who helped build the State of Israel. And at 9, Mark Golub sits down with Eugene Lebovitz, commander of troops in Haifa during the 1947 War of Independence. That's on L'chaim. Other programming tonight includes at 8 o'clock a panel discussion from AIPAC 2020 on ways in which Israel achieves new highs in foreign investment that fuels its high tech. At 10, it's episode 3 of the award-winning Israeli TV series A Touch Away. And coming up right after this newscast tonight, Mark Golub's Gam Yachad, Together During COVID-19. And that's the JBS News Update for Thursday, May the 14th, 2020. I'm Teisha Bader. Stay healthy, stay well.